We believe in this school that every child does still matter. We're an inclusive school and we work very, very hard at spreading that ethos throughout the whole of the building. So we involve the catering staff, the cleaning staff, lots and lots of support staff, as well as the teaching staff in helping to help a child holistically, because we believe that if they're a happy child, then they will be able to learn much, much better.
My role is to put all the pieces in place, the staffing, what the staff are doing, the specialist teachers, the class sizes, the organisation, the budget, the financial constraints that all that brings. My role is to try and pull all those things together. When I successfully do that, the children will achieve better, and they have in the past. We have great success at closing the gap at this school between the most disadvantaged pupils and the children who are from not so disadvantaged backgrounds.
The Collaborative Inquiry is a group of staff that meets regularly. We really kind of tackle how we can support resilience for individual pupils. So we're using a framework, especially for SEBD pupils, and we're referring to that when we're talking to about those young people and how we can support their lives and their families.
We spend a lot of time devising strategies to implement in the classroom, in the playground, in communal areas, to make sure that the values are lived by the children, and that they're not just words, that they're lived. When we recruit staff, we always have a section in our recruitment campaigns about our vision, our values and our aims. And we spend a lot of time revisiting with existing staff, making sure new staff are inducted. And it's very important as the head teacher that I don't run away down this road with my vision and everyone's playing catch up, because it won't work if I do that.
A lot of the ideas in a resilience toolkit might seem quite obvious. In fact, they are quite obvious. But what is difficult is getting a whole school approach, a really joined up way of doing this, so that every single staff or volunteer in a school feels that they have a role to support children and young people's resilience, that they actually make those small acts that are involved every day with all students across the school, and that they sign up to that long term.
I came across a slide where it was Kennedy. It was around NASA time, and Kennedy was in NASA, and he was walking down into the basement, and there was a cleaner there, and the story goes, he asked the cleaner, what's your job here? And she replied, I'm helping to put a man on the moon. And I love that, and I think it's something that drives the culture within the school. And I'm really proud of the fact that I think that's a bit that we got right. We talk right the way across this organisation that everybody is involved in helping children achieve. It doesn't matter whether there's somebody who's working in the kitchen, or whether there's somebody who's picking up litter, or whether it's somebody who's organising the finances of the school, or a classroom teacher. But everybody's driven by that same ambition, that no child, regardless of whatever the barriers they face, but that no child should be left behind. And that's absolutely imperative in an organisation this size. The challenge then becomes, of course, to see how everybody's job and what they do on a daily basis relates to that. And the question that I ask my staff regularly, and I ask them to ask themselves before they go to sleep at night, what did they do today that made a difference? What was it that they did in their daily work that made a difference to all the children that are in their care, making the progress they needed to make?